thing. That's the thing when I was talking about the myth of black excellence.
I don't even know what to say. I'm just speechless. But we here.
We back at it again.
But we back at it.
Like,
but I don't know. You come in with the myth of black excellence.
Man, you want to know something? This has been weighing on me for a time. I be talking to the twins about this, and I talk to a lot of, let's first get something. I do follow the Hotep crowd, but I'm also a realist.
Uh-huh.
I also have my own thoughts. I think for myself.
They call you, you're a rebel.
Yeah, most definitely I'm a rebel without a cause. You know what I mean? But when I say there's a myth of black excellence, we're going to use one prime example, two examples.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use the Motown theory, and I want to use the bad boy theory. Now,
those are good points.
Okay, so now I also want to use Cadillac Records. I want to use them for an example.
So you really going in? Go in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. Then we're gonna go into other different points.
This
might be a little bit long. So
go ahead.
Now let's talk about the music industry, and we're gonna get into. I'm gonna be very quick. It was notably known that Cadillac Records raped all their artists.
Correct.
From Muddy Waters to Etta James and all this. And I think the guy left her a house or something like that.
Correct.
Owned they masters and did them dirty. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
But it's also been reportedly and has been verifiedly known, and I'm saying this could be allegedly because I don't want no lawsuits. You feel what I'm saying? That Motown raped most of their artists.
No, we agree. We know that.
And instead of giving them their masters and everything in their publishings, they was buying them new Cadillacs whenever they used to ask for their money.
Correct. Because remember, a lot of people from the Motown, you had the Temptations and
the Temptations,
even Jackson 5. Remember, they wanted to leave.
They wanted to leave. They couldn't leave.
NBC.
I know. Barry Gordy couldn't done that to Smokey though.
He couldn't. No, Smokey
wrote most of the songs.
Now we're not Smokey. We're very educated.
Okay. Let me go to the bad boy one.
You going in? Go ahead.
It had been reportedly, allegedly, that Bad Boy's business practices left a lot of his artists starving and broke, which we have certain people we can go.
Day 26.
Day 26. Not only that, Loon is in prison.
Donnie.
G. Depp is in prison.
Correct.
Craig Mack is dead.
Even Biggie struggled.
No, Biggie didn't struggle, but
his mom did.
Listen, the mom did it. But Biggie sold his publishing for $250,000, which his publishing is worth $10 million every year.
Correct.
Now,
go ahead. You going in? Go ahead.
Puffy did a speech at the what's that?
The Vault conference. You talking about?
Not the Vault conference. What was that?
That's the only one.
The Grammys. He did a Grammys about black excellence. He was talking about labels stop raping these artists, doing black excellence. So one of his former artists chimed in. Mason said that, hey, if you're talking about doing good and you're talking about black excellence, why don't you do right first? Give me back my publishing. Oh, I forgot one more artist too. You remember that whole beef he had with the Locks? Because the Locks was fighting for their publishing? Okay, now let's get back this. Mace wrote a piece where he was talking about, man. Matter of fact, hold on, let me pull this up, man. Pull this up.
You going in? Hopefully, P Diddy. He's the top person.
Because I'm gonna start preaching to you guys. Because you want to know why?
We've been lied to. That's the problem. We've been lied to, and it's time for the truth to come out.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
But you going in? You going in?
I got to, because people need to understand what's going on. You feel me? You know what I mean? Especially with the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. Where's that stuff at where it says, okay, let me just read this part. He says, your past business practices knowingly has continually purposely starved your artists and has been extremely unfair. The very same artist that helped you obtain the Icon Award on that Icon Bad Boy label he began. For example, you still got my publishing from 24 years ago, which you gave me $20,000, which makes me never want to work with you again. Mace went off and said that he would only get if he can match what the European guy gave him. So he says that You brought my it for 20. I offer you $2 million. This is not black excellence at all.
Wow.
He then goes and says that we have to do better as people first before we can start pointing fingers at other people. In this day and age, I can't disagree with him. Mm. Now, there's a lot of guys in the Hotep community, like Brother Polite, which I have no beef with.
No.
I have no beef with him. I have no beef with Umar Johnson. I love these guys. I love the message. But we have to start talking about if we trying to preach black excellence, nobody don't want to give up receipts. Whew. All we hear about is how people is messing over other black people.
Correct.
That's all we ever hear about talking about. Yeah, we have some dude who sounds good, sounds nice, and wants to do something right, but at the end of the day, when you see the true Hollywood story, he done embezzled $1 million. He done took all this type of money. You know what I mean? And it was a lot of guys I used to follow in a black conscious community who I found out were just frauds.
Oh, of course. I would have told you that.
You know what I mean? Especially, and this is why I say there's a myth of black excellence amongst certain people. You just heard what I just said. Mm-hmm. This myth that they're preaching it, no, I don't see nobody living it. Now, I'm going to tell you who do practice black excellence. The people we don't hear talk about on television.
Correct.
The coach. The librarian.
Correct.
The Miss Ann that lived down the street, who owned the corner store.
Correct.
Who owned the candle lady house.
Facts.
Who telling them guys not to sell drugs up the block.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The guy who's buying 6 or 7 book bags for the kids around the block, who we don't hear. If that's not black excellence, I don't know what that is. The car wash guy who owns, who on Mother's Day don't charge no women to wash their cars. The barbers guys who's trying to get a job was giving free haircuts to guys trying to get a job. That's black excellence. But as far as these entertainers, goes back to the last episode we did where it says we base our lives on entertainment. But I love this thing about this, and I want you to chime in. I don't want nobody to come here and talk about black excellence or talk about black power or talk about this until we can start treating each other on accord. Until we can start being on code.
I agree. But remember, you gotta understand something when it comes to black excellence. Define what excellence means to you. Because remember, if you're talking about just money and what you see on the high rise, like from someone like P. Diddy, because P. Diddy is one of the people, I used to look up to.
I used to look up to him too. He was my idol.
Yeah, because of his business skills.
But then when you come to find out,
he did a lot of dirt.
He did what every other person, mind you, he did worse to some people than what white executives have done.
Correct. Because we always had the delusion of when you make it, supposedly make it, you think of the end result, but not knowing that the person around you might just be a snake.
But that shouldn't be this. The guy look like me. He has the same color. You know what I mean? We might go to the same school. Why would you do me dirty if we trying to do business? That's not black excellence.
Business,
you know what I mean?
But you understand, business for black is a screw over my.
No, I don't practice stuff like that. Like I told you before, and ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna just put this out there. This guy, he came here and this with me. He helped me out. I told him he can get half of this shit.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
Because I don't. You see what I'm trying to say? I say you can own half of this. That's black excellence.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm doing, if I'm getting money, you helping me, nigga. Take half. You know what I mean? If my work ethic is, if I'm putting this amount of money, hey, I'm gonna give you 60. I'm gonna take 40 because you're doing more than me. I'm not gonna eat off you like that. But you see, this is the point of when can we start having a conversation about doing each other better as people? You know what I mean? Then we can start to get into these other realms about, these other people are doing wrong. And I know a lot of people are going to say, hey, those are two different conversations.
Exactly.
We got one and the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm about to say something. It's going to be real. It's going to be real controversial.
No, go in. Don't waste no time. Go in, man.
Because there's a lot of guys who listen to me that they might not like what I'm about to say. There can't be no such thing as a black utopia, bro. We live in America. We live in America. Like, we got to go to Africa for that. We got to go to Africa for that.
Even then, Africa don't even look at us the same way.
No, they don't.
They think they do.
They don't.
Now, I don't understand where they be coming from. I'm like, Africa don't even want us there.
They don't. You know what I mean? But you see,
I got to go to my homeland. Them black Israelites, I got to go back to my black home. I'm like, you go there, they're going to kill you anyway. They don't want you there.
But you see,
they disgrace America. You understand?
But you see, the thing about that is,
I don't understand. Go ahead.
But the thing about that is, you know what I mean? We have this thing of practicing exclusion instead of inclusion.
Preach.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about, I've always dreamt of being in a situation where if we just gonna be black, let's just be black. Let's just not put labels on different people. And that's the issue about it. That's, you know what I mean? Where you can be in a room full of people and one Nigerian, one Haitian, 2 from Brazil, 2 from Jamaica.
Yeah, exactly. Just work together,
but I don't want to have to go through all that to be naming out people that, oh yeah, these are just all brothers here. Exactly. Let's just get a bag.
That's it.
You know what I mean? If you want to start to differentiate yourself, go home and do that with your wife.
I agree.
If you eat curry, go do that at your house. I just ate me some sauce pie and rice here. I did that at my own time. I'm not saying, you know, I barely even exploit our heritage here on the podcast.
Because it's universal.
It is universal. We all for one team. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if a lot of y'all disagree with me, you got our Twitter feed. You got to tell us. You know what I mean? What is your example of black excellence? What you think is black excellence when so many people are doing people wrong? You feel what I'm trying to say?
But black excellence is screw over my brother. That's what it is.
I can't do that.
Screw over my brother. Because that's what everybody say, like, for example, like Rick Ross. I know you ain't mentioned him, but the perfect example like Rick Ross. They feel like Rick Ross screwed a lot of people in Miami. They say, hey, he screwed a lot of people in Miami. That's why he's not in Miami. He's in Atlanta. That is,
I've heard that too. And you know what I mean?
DJ Khaled, you hear that from everybody.
Yeah,
like, to be successful, you got to screw somebody.
Yeah, DJ Khaled is an Arab. So, like, I would expect for somebody who's not my brother to do that to me. Matter of fact, when you're dealing with people like that, you're supposed to spread your cheeks. You know what I mean? Because if you're dealing with that, you got to expect for something bad to happen. But when it comes from one of us, then you was like, damn, bro, I didn't know you was like that. Whenever I had an issue with somebody who I know did me wrong, I used to be like, damn, I didn't know you was like that.
Yeah. Like, can't screw over my brothers, man. Can't do it. I don't know. Some people have a heart for it to do that. But remember, they chose to do that.
I was like, damn.
Because they want to be because remember they read I don't know if you ever read a book like I think 48 Laws of Power.
Yes.
It talks about one of the chapters. It talks about screwing over your brother. This is part of the law to be powerful because of that Julius Caesar, I believe. So if I can remember, I forgot the name of the chapter, but it say Julius Caesar, for him to be conqueror the land, he had to screw over people. So to be powerful, sometimes you have to screw over your middleman.
But Julius Caesar is a European. We're descendants of Africans. We don't necessarily have to live by that law.
But people reading that book. So
you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I didn't even want to say this because I don't want this to be mainly about religion. But if you say you're a godly person, why are you screwing anybody? Live your life righteous. You know what I'm saying?
Well, remember half of the time some people say they're a godly person but they don't really believe in it. They don't walk in it.
A lot of these guys are liars. A lot of these guys are pimps.
They don't walk it.
You know what I mean? They're dream makers. You know what I mean? They'll flip of the wrist on the pages of the Bible and start to be like a flick of the sermons on you out and be like, yeah, we doing this, and I hear doing stuff that's haram. You know what I mean? I don't live my life like that.
Some people are like, man, we need to go, because I hear it all the time. I'll be listening to like Polite and all these other people, the black supremacists. They be like, oh, let's all go back to Africa. I'm like, okay, we all go back to Africa. You still gonna screw me there. So what's the point of going back to Africa?
I don't mind going back to Africa too.
We're going to Europe. We're going back to Africa. We're going to get back to homeland. Yeah, you're going to screw me and I might end up being a slave.
You know what I mean? I don't mind.
What I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. People don't think. That's the problem with us. We don't think and we believe everything that comes out of somebody's mouth. Even in Proverbs, it talks about it's a foolish man to believe the first thing that comes out of someone's mouth.
No, definitely.
You're a fool.
But the problem is, at the end of the day, everybody have to have their own mind.
Exactly. You have your own mind.
And I say this to myself, I don't mind going back to Africa, but if that's not my place, or if I don't see myself building a...
No, but exactly, if you go to Africa, let's just say you do go to Africa, but then remember your brother is already doing conniving things in America. They're going to take that with them in Africa. So who said you're going to be successful there? Because they're going to screw you.
Definitely. But, I think it's all based on interpretation. I just say at the end of the day is, if we're going to start doing things, we got to unite as one people.
That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, to able that to happen, we got to plant the seed first. No. What you doing now? Yeah. Giving out the information, what their needs. That's why people got to support businesses like this. They do got to support businesses.
Even with something like this, it's something that's so pure and honest that we're doing. For us even asking for a cash app, they'll be like, well, them dudes are thirsty. They're asking for a cash app. They're asking for a Patreon. And, not knowing that, hey, we're trying to change lives. We're trying to give you what you need in the morning. You know what I mean? I want to be able to stop somebody from doing suicide.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to stop a dude from raping somebody.
Amen. That's good.
You know what I mean? That's my goal with this right here. I want to be able to make somebody wake up and go leave his job and go start his video production company.
Preach.
Or his car wash and be like, yo, just go take that stack out of there and just go do what you live. You know what I mean? Like, you want to worry about retirement? God will help you get retired. That money, he'll make sure you get that money. But first, you got to be happy because you want to know why you'll die before you even touch retirement.
Yeah. You won't even make it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but as far as us as being people, we got to just work together and be on one accord, be on code.
But the thing with us, we hate. I don't know why it's such a hate. Listen, and they hate the Haitian community. I don't even want to talk about the Haitian community, but they hate the Haitian community. Oh, yeah. Black America and Haitians?
I'm asking here, they do hate it, but just imagine in Houston how the blacks don't like the Nigerians.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? And because, the Nigerians, whenever they come, they dominate. They dominate. They get the jobs, they get the degrees, they get the education.
Why? Because in their mind, they say, I'm not less than, I could do whatever the white man is doing. You want to use race, but they're going to I could do whatever the white man doing. The white man have 5 businesses, I'm going to have 10.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
You see what I'm saying? But it's crazy.
I'm asking, I can't help it if my mama came from somewhere and she gave me a hustle. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, some people are not yet, but remember, like you say, sometimes you got to go and work for it. Not everybody has it.
You definitely do. Now, here's the thing, though. I would love to be in a situation where we can have a full-fledged business where it could be an ADOS, it could be a Haitian, it could be a Nigerian, it could be a Cuban and a Hispanic. Because at the end of the day, when we can start to feature everybody as being one family, you know what I mean? That's a long-term goal. But if we want to talk about black excellence and we want to be able to work as black people, we need to stop practicing division.
And that's why I used to love growing up. I don't know if you ever heard of 500 Role Model.
Oh my God. I had the red shirt.
People don't understand
the red shirt with the tie.
Yeah, the tie. People don't understand that because it was different race of black.
Yeah.
Coming together.
Yeah, it was
like, hey, you can do this. It was Tommy before, God rest his soul. Tommy, same thing. He was there, and I remember one time seeing him. He was like, look, I was on Martin. I learned about the black 500 Role Model. I want to join in because black people working together as one. No race, no like he's better than me. We working together. Let's all figure it out.
Let me ask you, do they even do that anymore?
I think they still do, but I think it's very small. No, Tyler Perry trying to boost it up again. Because I think one time he had the tie on and because remember it's a positive look. Like everybody in the black community, Nigerian, African, Asian, all of them coming together as one. And making an impact in the community.
No, definitely.
That's what it's about.
And that's what it is. This is where we're going to start here with me and you. And
the analytic boys and the other people that are involved.
The analytic boys.
Your brother.
My brother, my brother joins in and hopefully this here can take him out his job. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because, if y'all heard a couple podcasts ago, he
was going in.
He was going in. He goes to work every day to try to feed his family. You know what I'm saying? And he does a hard job.
But the thing is, it's something in us, especially when we say we're God-fearing man. We want to help our brothers.
No, we do want to help our brothers.
It's not like, we just sit around and want to see our brothers starving and stuff. No. We want to help. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be out here with a new car if you can't have one. I agree. You know what I'm saying? There's in the Quran, they say you truly know religion is when, this is a passage in there, you truly know religion is when what you want for yourself, you want for your brother.
Facts. Jesus said a quote, he said, love the Lord thy God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your might. And also love thy brothers as yourself. That's the two biggest commandments.
No, definitely.
He didn't say keep the Sabbath day. He didn't say keep this. He said love your brother as the same way you love God.
No,
that's
definitely.
The true heart. That's the true essence of this religion, or the God in you. So, is to love your brother.
So, and that's my position on that. Like, I just want a lot of people to do good. I want to be able to support people, man.
And also, man, people, you understand something. You support the Patreon. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, just support us.
Just keep doing your job.
Everything's in anything in the description. Even buy one of our T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, we just trying to make this thing popping. We're gonna keep dropping some hits. We're reaching our 50th show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a milestone for us.
That is
you know what I mean?
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Oh, you mean congratulations
to us.
Yeah. And other people who's a part of the podcast who's not here with us today, you know what I mean? Kareem, we're gonna give a shout out to her.
Most deaf.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. So we're gonna end it on that note. So it's like, if y'all mad that I say there's a myth of black excellence, then let's do something to fix that.
I agree.
On my mama. We want to go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say I totally agree with you.
Yeah, if they got an issue with that, then do something to fix my statement.
I agree. And we're out.
We're out. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.